Excited to be back doing the cold starts. Does it work? Inhospitable out here. Has warmed up a little, warmed off enough to snow. That going for us again. Well, let's get into it. The mark of the beast, 1989. Hear me out. Dodge Caravan. The real cold start in here. Wing wing. Ah, it blows it right in your face, of course. Woo! That is cold. Look at this gem of a gem. But it might be Theosis's, however you say that, is minivan. Look at how beautifully that works. Oh yes, we got Spanish books. We got dinosaurs. We got child seats. Minivan, of course we have child seats. Is not the uber cool thing. Oh man, everywhere. There it is! Huzzah! You heard me right? We got the 5-speed. And show you a whole bunch of things. Now, we got the gauges there, and that clearly reads 200, almost 241,000. It's not accurate. These are the gauges that came with it. 211,000. Still downright decent. But with the manual transmission, it doesn't even come with a tack. This one comes with bugs. I think this vehicle might have spent some time in a swamp and someone recovered it, and good on the guy that did that. It takes a special kind of person. A person like myself. This one was not restored or not revived by me, but I totally would, and I would totally love it, revive it's a first-gen Dodge after all. Now, we could dick around with gauges and stuff and probably set the mileage on that other one. It's possible, but diminishing costs. I mainly was concerned with this. It has no temp gauge. You know what you're thinking on it? What in the world? Why would the automatic come off attack? And the answer is options. The bottom of the barrel, the 5-speed, the automatic was the very bare minimum option that people got when they started upfitting these things, you know. Only people maybe just wanted a basic no frills vehicle. We got the 2.5 here. I do not think the 5-speed was available with anything else. My first gen Chrysler fans may know more about that. But we got the 2.5 here. This one's got at least 220,000 miles. What's a factory and what's not? I don't know. You look up here and you see we clearly have a diagram for the 3.0. Now, I believe that they had a 3.0, they had a Mitsubishi V6, and they had Chrysler later came out with their own. Now, this is an 89. What does this say? I've got 87 is what the hood off of, but this van itself is an 89. So why I say this is Theseus's van is the hood is different, and I believe the front fenders are different. You can see kind of that paint. It was that color, I assume, and then it was resprayed later because maybe this thing got in a front-end collision and got some new parts. But paint's coming off there. Beautiful, beautiful. But the 2.5, and I think is it a Get Rag? I don't know. But super cool 5-speed because we're early on in the front wheel drives. I mean, this was Chrysler's second foray into the front wheel drive business. And with this transmission, it's hard to see there, but there is clearly a differential hanging out somewhere over there. It is one unit, but 2.5 solid Chrysler engineering here. Now we got the good stuff here, and actually recent stuff. Recently got a brand new battery in here. And look at that 800. We are gonna need them all, and this thing is going to start. I guarantee it. Back to this thing kind of being pieced together here. This thing is the SE model. You know it's the SE model. You can tell by the way that it is. Actually, because it says seating for 7. I guess on the base model. Was it the LE? Whatever. You only got a seating for 5. So there was a 3-seat right here. This thing, and you had all this for cargo. Convenient for many. Look at all. That would be a lot of cargo area. But this has seating for 7. Now the SE also came standard with a 20-gallon fuel tank, which this thing does not have. Just the 15-gallon unit, which is fine. Annoying. I mean, 30 years down the road, doesn't get the same fuel economy as she used to. It is darn cold, and I'm also told that I talk too much. Fortunately, the tack does not work. Give her the appropriate amount of jiggles. Now, this is here for other projects, not this one, because this will not need it. Put on the brake. there is no clutch safety switch. But that, by the way, fully manual clutch. There's a cable, no hydraulics there. Chinese goodness there. Let's give us a proper send-off. Don't mind that brake light, it comes and goes. I told you it was in fact cold. 45. I think we're gonna make it. We can at least clear off this hood though. We're next to the interstate. I shouldn't be able to pass people non the interstate. That guy's gonna have not a great time, I think. Now we play a favorite game. I think this is a lane and I think this is a road. But to the people that believe they need trucks for everything, I'm excited to live on Mount Tan. There was a bridge there. And come on, we're gonna make it up this hill. This is fine, and will get us there. Competent set of snowshoes, beautiful. And in a front wheel drive, if all else fails, you can usually back up things. Pushes the weight forward.